Congratulations. You are at the right place at the right time to start your day with a lightning bolt of energy. If you're here, it's because morning talk shows and even most podcasts have you down in the dumps, depleted and yearning for more. I want more money. I want more time. I want more magic. I want to be told what to do. I want to find what works. I want to scale my business. I want to be provided with actionable inspiration. And if more is what you want, then get ready for the Unblinded Huddle, which is the #1 way to start your day with a dose of integrity-based human influence. With your host, Sean Callaghy, Fernando Valencia, Adam Gugino, Jared Yellen, and the entire Unblinded movement.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sean Callaghy here, hoping everybody's doing amazing on this Thankful Thursday. We have the one and only Courtney Epps on in a moment. But first, Fernando, what is present for you, brother, and how are you?
Mr. Callaghy, thank you for starting off the day. As always, I am excited. I am so pumped for everything that is happening, not only in Unblinded, but I see different things happening in the world. So I'm curious. This is the #1 place to start your morning. There's a lot going on with stimulus packages and shifts and decisions. You are on the pulse of this with Callaghy Law. So what are you present to, sir?
So first, I'm present to the reality that I am so grateful that we got up and running with some intro music and some voiceover, except I'm not sure if it fits the energy of the Unblinded Huddle. So we've all been talking about it as a team. So we're going to innovate. And by Monday, we're going to have our new version up and running of how we intro this. Super grateful. Like it the way it is, but we're going to blow that away and hit us with a lightning bolt to start our day. So first, that's present for me. Second, what's present for me is, we're going to update people every single day on things that are really, truly relevant and matter. The stimulus package was passed, 880 pages, I believe the document is, a $2.2 trillion package. We are dissecting this, putting videos together with our amazing team at Callaghy Law, led by Michael Smikin. And so we're going to give you updates regularly. This impacts certain things like, is it going to be a loan or a grant for small businesses? How does it impact you whether or not you keep your employees on? There's things being negotiated right now that are some details in the enactment language of this. So I'm not going to dive too deeply into it and be overwhelming, but there's possibilities of grants for keeping employees on. There's issues related to leases, commercial leases that could have opportunities for deferrals during this period. Mortgages or bank by bank, company by company. So with your mortgage company, have conversations, talk about your situation, and we'll have more updates in videos we post on the Unblinded Facebook page. And each day, if anything, as things become more clear, which they will in the next day or two, we'll keep updating people. So every day we're going to try to add also practical value about the impacts of what's going on with Corona. So with that said, good morning. Thankful Thursday. Fernando, I think we have a friend coming on.
We do, and I love that language. We do have a friend. We are going to read some of her greatness, but I'd love to share personally how we both know Courtney Epps. So Courtney is an international speaker, author, fractional CFO, and an accountant. She has owned her practice for 16 years. Her experience in public and cost accounting provides clients with tax preparation, tax planning, income tax accounting, and fractional accounting services. Courtney has been able to take her business from $7,500 of monthly revenue to $250,000, that's $250,000 in a very short time. Outside of that, we've had the pleasure of, being friends within the Tony Robbins ecosystems. Thank you to Sean for introducing me to Courtney. We've been able to do some amazing work together. And I know personally, she's a huge advocate of Mana Relief. I will not share the news she shared with me, but I will share what she has shared publicly, that she has connected Mana Relief, who is in the world of feeding billions of children and people, to another huge organization and is just doing amazing things in the world of contribution. Sean, anything you want to add about Courtney Epps?
Yeah, Courtney is an amazing fireball energy, and let's dive right in. Courtney, what's up? Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you guys?
What's happening?
I'm doing amazing. So Courtney, we're going to have our hour-long version of our chat for all those that are interested in our raw and real unblinded conversation. And for now, it's like 7 minutes to truly get people started for the day. And a little bit of teaching goes on. So let me ask you this. I'll dive right in. Courtney, you scaled your business from $7,500 to $2,500. And this is process mastery in our formula. So this isn't like what inspired you. We'll talk about that in a moment. This is also not how you communicate. It's like literally what you did, like on stages with microphones and ecosystem merging. So what is it? Just how did you scale this business, Courtney, from $7,500 to $250,000 a month? By my math, that's sitting somewhere around 30x. And what was that time period? How'd you do it?
So that started in June of 2017, and went to my first Tony Robbins event and realized that I was the problem with my business. My business was not the problem, and that I had a lot of roadblocks. And I realized, immediately that I had massive limiting beliefs, that I was self-sabotaging myself constantly. And I wasn't valuing myself to the point where other people are valuing me. And so I was able to, luckily, it only took me 4 hours in a room with Tony Robbins to realize all of those things. And I came back out of it, and I literally went and got $6,000 a month in clients the next day after being shut down.
And talk to me, how did you literally do it? So I got it. Massive mind shift.
Yep.
Right. But a lot of people get excited.
Yes.
And then they go running west looking for a sunrise, or east looking for a sunset. I'm looking at the sun coming out over the Atlantic Ocean right now. But if I was looking the other way, I don't get to see the sunshine. So what did you literally do? So you called people. I got it. We'll talk about that in a minute. But how did you then morph into speaking on stages, generating clients? What did you do there?
So the first thing I did, I had gone to an event and got asked to speak to a handful of business owners, and they asked me if I was willing to meet with them to talk to them about CFO services. And at the time, I didn't even have my first client as a CFO client. So I had agreed to meet with them the day after I went to this Tony Robbins event, and had no clue where I was supposed to go, how much I was supposed to charge. Nothing. And so I just kind of threw out some numbers to all three of them, and all three of them took it. And because I was so confident about where I was. And now fast forward, I took that information and ended up, I didn't go to another Tony Robbins event for about 14 months. And I ended up going to Business Mastery, and after Business Mastery, during Business Mastery, I signed up to become a platinum partner. And when I did that, I didn't have the money to become a platinum partner. I didn't even have the down payment. I literally took my swimming pool that we were putting in. I took the final payment from that and paid for the down payment to become a platinum. And I said, I'll figure it out. I'll find the money, because I needed to be around the people, and I needed to have that ecosystem of people that I could depend on. And then I needed to go to more events so that I could keep my mind right, because I noticed that for, the first 6 months of going to events, for me, it was like, I need to come to the event to get more. And now I realize that I go to events to give more. So after Business Mastery, I figured out I had to come up with a way to make an extra stream of income. I had to come up with some residual streams of income. I didn't feel like I could make $6,000 extra a month that it took to become a platinum partner without that. So I wrote a book 3 weeks later. That published 3 months later. That led me into becoming an international speaker. And my first speaking engagement was literally, I freed up some money, about $57,000, for a friend of mine who was a client. He introduced me to Les Brown. Les Brown got on a call with me. I told him what I was doing. He said, I need to have you come and speak to my group. So he got me on a Facebook page, and then literally told me on that Facebook Live that I was going to be speaking alongside him at UCLA last January. And I've been able to speak alongside, I've spoken for Tony Robbins. I've spoken for Les Brown, Eric Worre. I'm speaking at every one of his events now. He's big in marketing. And I've spoken alongside Rachel Hollis and Lou Holtz and Eric Thomas, and just in a year's time. And it was something I committed to do only because I had to get my message out. And so I just started going and calling the people that I knew were big time influencers and that I could have a major impact on, because I knew if I could add enough value for them, that they would get me in front of their teams, and then their teams would then come to me for taxes. And that's exactly what's happened. And now it's been insane. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, Courtney, amazing. What I'm hearing is stage and microphone for all of our Huddle and a blinded ecosystem out there. Stage and microphone, massive action, and starting at the reach space. Like once Courtney got to the spot where she was communicating with Les Brown, it became easy to say, hey, I spoke with Les Brown. And then all of a sudden you're with Eric Thomas and Lou Holtz and other people, because once you're in a space, once it expands your unique identity completely. And Courtney has lived the formula, even if that's not the language that she would use. She has lived the formula. Like, drop the mic insanity. Courtney, how often do you speak on a monthly basis, would you say? Now, let me define speaking as anything you did, and obviously Corona's here now, but before Corona, anything you did live to a group of at least 5 or more people, or online to 5 more people. How many times a month are you doing that? Like, you're doing it one, like this is one right now. Like, how many times a month do you do what we're doing right now?
So before Corona, I was doing it about twice a month. I was speaking on major stages, 100 plus people. I spoke to 10,000 people in December on a major stage. So that was amazing. I was supposed to actually be speaking to 5,000 people in Punta Cana next month for their largest growth conference ever. So I'm doing a lot of Zooms now. And what I've realized almost every day, now I'm doing them every day. I've committed. Right now is the time, guys, to not slow down. And what's happening in our world, and I'm seeing it because I see so many business owners, is because they're just slowing down and waiting to see what's going to happen out of this. And the ones that just keep going are the ones that are going to make it out. And I know that if I get my name out, if I continuously give hope, if I'm continuously sharing value with people and helping them understand that they can really free up money and they can use that money to be able to do the things that they need to do. If I stay visible, then I will skyrocket after this all ends. And that's exactly what I'm committed to doing, because I can't feed more children if I don't get on. I used to actually stop. I wasn't speaking as much because I get so bombarded with clients that I had to I had to step back. And I realized yesterday that that was very selfish. And so I'm committing to every day I'm going to work with a major leader and help them grow their organization and keep their organization intact by teaching them that they stay in long enough to win with these companies, because I work a lot with network marketers and I work alongside speakers and coaches. And we need people to understand personal growth and development is key right now. Sales training is key right now. And those things are tax deductible. And so we have to help people free up money in taxes to help them understand that they have the money. It's just we have to free it up. So that's my mission.
Courtney Epps is on fire. So Courtney, 30 seconds. Right, and somebody walks up to you, you got 30 seconds, you built rapport. I shouldn't say walk up, you built rapport. And then, Courtney, I got to get going just quickly. It's so nice to meet you, so great to meet you. 30 seconds. Like, why should I do business with you? Just tell me, Courtney. 30 seconds. Like, you built rapport, you know everything about them. They're your, typical normal person that wants more money in less time with more magic.
Yeah.
What does Courtney Epps say in 30 seconds to them? Who are you?
When someone asks me who I am, I tell them I work alongside speakers, coaches, trainers, and network marketers, and I free up money so that they can do the things that they need to do in their business and in their life. And on top of that, I feed children along the way for every dollar that walks in our accounting practice, and I'm freeing children through sex trafficking. So that is our mission and our purpose. And my goal is to help you have more, do more, give more, save more, so that we can all have a better life.
Boom.
Courtney Epps, in my entire career, and I've been teaching this for 23 years. I was teaching this the month after I figured it all out in the very beginning of 1997. Not teaching it well, but trying to teach it. In 23 years, I have never said this, not one time. I wouldn't change a word, an inflection, a pause, anything. You hit everything like a freight train in 30 seconds. That took us from what you do. You drop the idea, like large speakers, coaches. You hit your contribution side and demonstrated at least 25 heroic characteristics in 30 seconds. And that's not hyperbole. I will write them out and post them online to prove I'm not lying and making that up. At least 25. And remind me to do that, Fernando. that Courtney hit in that 30 seconds? See if you could name some of them in the chat right now. And what would you rate Courtney on that? That was drop the mic. I've never said that ever, that I haven't had access to help somebody convey their heroic, unique identity better. That was drop the mic, complete insanity. And that is why Courtney, in addition to everything she said, has 30x herself in 3 years, because she can deliver her heroic, unique identity, and she knows where to deliver it, how to create rapport, engages in insane emotional, energetic transference. Courtney, you are an example of possibility. And you're not on the huddle every day, Courtney. You should be. We love you. You should be.
I'm going to be.
But yeah, and listen, I'm telling you this right now. I don't say this, and everybody here knows it. Like, I coach everybody up. This was inspiring to me and also validating for what we're teaching, because you're living it and doing it innately, and through all the trainings and things you've done in your life, you're there. It is sick. But I have one thing to say to you, because I do have one piece of coaching advice. You scale and you 30x again in 3 years. So what I'm hallucinating right now is that Courtney's challenge is scaling, because she just got the ability to create endless amounts of sales meetings, endless amounts of stages and microphones. And now it's operationally that Courtney just needs people like Courtney to scale and service these amazing people. Is that a fair statement, Courtney?
That is 100% my only problem right now.
Yeah. So not a bad little. And this is again how you can begin to love and coach and help people. Courtney's influence mastery is sick. Her marketing process mastery is sick. Her sales process mastery is sick. And by the way, for those who know, sick means amazing in my 90s language of some sort, right? Unbelievable. What operationally though, the scaling piece is what's there. Her self mastery is there. It's amazing. Maybe there's a little bit of fear, maybe for Courtney, right around the space of scaling, that people won't be as great as she is. Any fear there or no? I don't know that. I'm not saying that for sure, but it could be a little bit of fear that as you scale, you lose the Courtney magic. Is that there or no?
Definitely. It's definitely hard to find.
Yeah, do I listen pretty well or no?
You're good, man. You are good. I'm telling you.
All right. So that's Courtney. So let's drop in here. And I heard it. We heard a little bit about your why, but rip it open from your heart. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What is your why, Courtney? We heard a little bit about it, but just dive in from your heart. What are you doing out there, and why are you doing all this massive action and scaling and growing, and what is it for you?
I think the biggest thing for me is, last year I went to the finance trip, and I realized with Platinum Partners, and I realized that I couldn't keep money. I could make it, but I couldn't keep it. And it wasn't providing me joy. And when I started giving and to a massive scale, that changed everything for me. And guys, I literally wake up every morning and I want to know how many children I'm feeding, because it is closely connected to what I'm doing every single day. And at the end of the day, if I go home early today, I feed less children. And, I know I'm an accountant, and I love talking about taxes just as much as I do feeding children. And I love freeing up money for you guys. But the thing is, if we don't give that money and we don't help others with it, then we're not going to keep it. And so that's the one thing that I've noticed and that I fell in love with, is just giving and giving and giving. And, if you can help more people have more in their life, then they can also go do the same thing. They can help more people have more in their life, and they can save more people, and they can give more. So that's just something I'm super excited about. I love what you guys are doing. I'm going to be on every day. And, it's just amazing here. And I'm so grateful that we are in the accounting industry, because everybody does need us right now. This is the time. This is the time that people need us to free up money so they can keep moving forward, so they can keep their employees, so they can keep their sales training. And, if you can get on a stage, it doesn't matter what stage that is. I can tell you, it changed my whole entire life, and it wasn't even something I was focused on. I was just trying to help people. I couldn't get on stages when I was focused on just me. But you can get on stages when you focus on what your mission is and how many people you want to help, and you focus on that, and then people line up to put you on stage for them.
I mean, just dropping the mic. This is my heart is full. My soul is like happy and screaming, yes, Courtney. Courtney, I'm sitting in the house where we did some work together in Unblinded. And thank you for coming for, that journey for that weekend, and we went in the ocean. I'm going to be jumping in the ocean shortly. The sun is out today. It was raining yesterday, so I'm feeling our time together down here with that amazing group of people. Super grateful for that. And if you could say one thing that you're most excited about in what we're doing with Unblinded, sharing from your heart, because you have some optics on it. What would you say you're most excited about?
I think the biggest thing for me is, as a business owner, we feel like we're at this alone. And when doing what you guys are doing, which you're right, I was living it for the last 2.5 years. I've been living what you guys have put a name to. And, it's so amazing to be able to pick up the phone and call other business owners and be able to work together, because we've all created this great companies, but we never connect and realize that they're so interconnected, just like me connecting Operation Underground Railroad yesterday with Manna Relief, which are my 2 nonprofits that I give to. We can work better together, and we can help more people together. So I just love what you guys are doing. I love being a part of it, and I want to help more. I kind of ran into this full steam ahead, and I said I was going to do it. And everything that I said I was going to do, every person I said I was going to be on stage with, it took 11 months to make that happen. And so I think the biggest focus is, let's all work together. Let's make more money. Let's help more people so that we can all have more and have a better life.
Absolutely. Final. What action step? You tell people to take one action step. What would that one action step be? The people are listening right now, and you're back at making $7,500 a month, and you're challenged and a little frustrated. What would that one action step that you would tell these people to take? What would it be?
Just no matter what, just keep going. You got a path that you were put on, and you need to stop focusing on what's going on outside world and focus on what your mission is, and just put your head down and keep moving no matter what. Don't ever stop selling. Because that is the most important key to this whole entire thing, and stay visible so that people know who you are, because people can't find you if you're not visible. And the way to do that is through webinars, through podcasts, through Zooms, through any speaking engagement that you can possibly get into.
And we call that stages and microphones. And Courtney, you have been a rock star on stage and microphones. If anybody wants to get in touch with you, how would they find you?
You can find me at otbtax.com. I know my country accent probably doesn't help that, but it's outside the box. So otbtax.com.
otbtax.com. We'll post a link in there. Courtney will do our 1 hour together and crush it. And you are amazing. So thank you so much for being here. You added massive energy, massive value, incredible example of not only possibility, also of the formula. Fantastic job, Courtney. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye, guys.
So, bye-bye. So quick summary of Courtney, right, is, my God, she's living it. Stages and microphones, massive levels, value add for people that would make her want. And what do you think, Courtney, the value Courtney's adding? The value Courtney's adding is her energy. The value Courtney is adding is her heart and her love and her listening. Dropping the mic all over the place. So stages and microphones, you heard it directly from her, 30x her business, living and existing exactly what we're talking about here, but not just stages and microphones. When she hit it, she knows super tight how to convey her heroic, unique identity, super tight, massive emotional, energetic transference, outstanding listening, complete and total congruence, beautiful matching mirroring. She didn't come over the top, but she was there, she was absolute certainty, love in her heart for people. You heard all over the place very congruently, and I can keep going. That is a drop the mic morning from Courtney Epps, living in massive action. You heard it also. Be out there, be visible, grab your stages and microphones right now. And I'm going to also applaud the team at Callagy Law and thank all of you, because at varying levels, people at Callagy Law have been listening, implementing things for me. And remember, they have, different missions and jobs than, singularly being business owners. But this movement has also inspired and awoken the next level of mastery in so many of our team at Callagy Law as well. And thank you for not only the Unblinded team, but the Unblinded ecosystem and family for all of your amazing inspiration, acceleration, and what that's doing for those people who are incredible. So many of them at what they do. And as Courtney said, some of them are hiding a little bit from the world. as I was from a long time, as you are, and we're all going to stop hiding together. Jared, what's up, brother?
What is up? So, Fernando, there's some energy in this chat, right, man? You want to give some shout outs?
There is so much going on. And as we jump through some shout outs, if anyone would like to share, please raise your hand towards the end, and we'd love to call upon you. We have Dan Izaki 2 days in a row, bringing Rosie here. We have Andre here. We have Scott Siegel. Charlie Collins is saying, thank you, Jared, for the webinar wizardry. It's awesome. He has 2 signups from Sweden, Germany, and he's doing another one in 2 weeks. He is not a change talker. He's a change maker. We have Jay Levine saying, this is incredible. Thank you for showing us, Courtney, what is possible with a stage and a microphone. And then we have Rebecca Jones, which we're having a call with Unblinded soon, saying she'd love to have Courtney speak to her coaches, and just much, much, much more. So it is on fire, brother. And I'm excited because more things are happening today. So tell us what is happening today.
Yeah, and I want to challenge, thank you, Fran. Before we go to Jared, I want to challenge everybody. Remember this. When we say raise your hand and give you that 30-second window, my brothers and sisters out there, I'd remember that is a stage and a microphone for you. So that opportunity is for you. Grab it, hold it, and think of what you can convey and add value to this entire ecosystem every day when give that opportunity. And if I were you, I'd have in my heart that I'm going to be ready to deliver in that 30 seconds. I'm going to add massive value. That is how in the Tony Robbins world, ladies and gentlemen, I went from sitting in the middle of the pack in that room at Business Mastery 2018 to now, speaking in front of 15,000 people at UPW. And that was the journey, because when I got the opportunity to raise my hand and add value to the room, I certainly did. And I will never forget, I don't tell this story, but it was at the financial trip at Whistler that I got the microphone, and Tony Blair, the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, was there. And I literally asked him a question that stumped him. And he said it was one of the greatest questions he had ever been asked. And so many people came up to me like, dude, you stumped Tony Blair. And it wasn't like a rude question. It was like a legit question about media bias and, et cetera. He's like, I don't have an answer. He goes, and I agree. That's one of the biggest problems in the world. And then when we took pictures with Tony Blair, he stopped me. He's like, that was an unbelievable question. And so Tony heard that. He heard that. The room heard that. And it was like the 7th time I got in a microphone for like 30 seconds. And that's what's possible. So add massive value. Add massive value. You can get a chance to raise your hand. Jared, what's up, bro?
So what's up, Courtney Epps, if you're still on here. I've actually said this since the moment I spoke with you. I said you are the realest of real deals, and now hundreds and hundreds of people that are live with us know that as well. Thousands of people that will tune in to the replay, and there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, you've already touched. Keep doing what you're doing. For everybody, we have 2 opportunities today to go even deeper. One is with Courtney. I'm posting the links right now. So Courtney is going to be the first one on our new series that we're launching, and it's called the Real Raw Sales Roleplay. And if I was you, I would at the very least register and do my best to show up. It is today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And this is what it looks like. Courtney is going to sell Sean on what she does. And then Sean is going to role reversal it and then sell Courtney on what Courtney just sold him on, so that she can see how it feels within the formula. Now, this is a really significant person to start with, because Courtney is in the formula. She doesn't maybe know the formula completely yet, although she lives it. And this is going to be an amazing opportunity to see like the finest level of distinction. Someone that took their business from $7,500 a month to $250,000 a month in a very short period of time. So the link is in the chat. Click on the link to register. The second opportunity to go deeper is with me. I am hosting another Q&A and strategy session today to help you learn ways to weather this economic and health storm. There's many, many hundreds of people that have already registered. I'm sure we'll get close to 1,000 for this as well. It is today, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Pacific Time. I have zero agenda. This is in service of you, and I will answer 100% of the questions that are posted. Make sure that you register so you get all the details. Back to you, Sean.
Hey, listen, fantastic day, Thankful Thursday. Please, every day for you, be here, bring more people, add value, and when it's done, call each other and say, let's pick a date, let's do our webinar. But don't think that what this is about is doing a webinar and just a stage and a microphone. It's about 1,000 times more than that, But that's where it begins. And then it's, how do I convey my unique identity heroically? Building rapport, going from hello to yes with people, working on the micro distinctions at every level, our self-mastery, taking action, dealing with our wealth wounds, all of those things in your self-mastery, influence mastery, and process mastery that is necessary for you to make more money in less time with more magic. Thankful Thursday, Unblinded Huddle. Have an incredible day. See you later today or in the Huddle tomorrow, and bring more people for you. Thanks.
So now is the time you take action. What is the one thing you will do today that will help you make more money in less time and with more magic? All you need to do is take one action right now and then head over to our private Facebook community at www.unblindedmovement.com to share your big win for the day. If you share today's win and any questions you may have for us, along with a 5-star review so we can reach more like-minded people like yourselves, your questions will be answered and maybe even your win will be live on the podcast. And if you have not already subscribed, please visit www.unblindedhuddle.com to be part of our live studio audience for each morning huddle so that we can help you see what you don't see about the fun, excitement, and magic of exponentially growing your sales.